like a vampire. I be like a campfire. No, I'm not in the my hands tied. I'm that guy. You be saving them.
Of making the dominant archetypes of NBA 2K and NBA 2K21, it seemed like it was the power forward. So Mike, what do you think the dominant archetype will be for NBA 2K22?
That's a good question, because that's something that we're always trying to balance and tune, because we don't really want there to be one dominant archetype, right? So the power forward thing is fixed, and it's much.
Welcome to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, a game that has become such a special part of all-star festivities.
And that's really because it always provides us with such an entertaining look at the next generation of NBA stars. In a game like this where the pressure's off and it's all about having fun, I think we really get an opportunity to see just how skilled these young players are.
Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to get on top of you if you go behind your back or you try something out of the ordinary. And that means we get to see these young guys pull off some amazing plays in this game every year.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Flynn in at the 1.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career. And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Nailed from three-point land.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Flynn, following the three-pointer by USA. Outside Williams, shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Boss. And now USA on the break. That shot wide open. Smooth's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. USA ahead. They lead by 4. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for USA. Wiseman's out there with Boss. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's Hunter. And it's White in at the point guard. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's Alexander Walker. 1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Hunter, the pass to Halliburton. Here's Boss. Cranes the three-pointer. Boss has got the lead up to 9 now for USA.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Little General. There's the pass to Barrett. A floater. Offensive rebound. Pass to Mellon. Lets it go from deep. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Boss. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Boss has got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
White looking around. It loose. Latre, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And it's USA ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The 2K Sports Halftime.
Welcome back, folks. The Rising Stars Challenge already proving to be a favorite this weekend. Kenny and Shaq are here. I'm Ernie Johnson. The Rising Stars game has become such a special part of All-Star Weekend. We couldn't have a better showcase for the incredible players that are just getting their NBA careers underway. Just think of all the plays that these young players have in front of them.
Well, this game is always a lot of fun, right? So much talent on the floor. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Obviously, the format of this game and these teams together has changed from time to time, which never changes the excitement of the crowd.
We've been watching these young guys develop all season, sharpening their skills with and against veterans. Tonight, we're getting to see them go head-to-head, youth on youth. Lots of energy and enthusiasm out there. I am so ready for this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. We've got Williams. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Boss gets the bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table. And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Achua, he's checked in for USA. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. The kick out to Williams. Six to shoot. Tries again. Team World with another miss. USA leading by 9. Morant right side. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Morant against Flynn. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. So it's USA now. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And it's good for 2. Williamson's got his first bucket in this one.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Flynn against Morant. Now here's Flynn. Shoots over Morant. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And it's USA looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Halliburton is out there with White. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's Boss, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Melly passes to Barrett. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
Now, here's Halliburton. Down low, here's Boss, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Barrett, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today.
2 shots.
And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but
yes.
I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And USA making a change here. Morant's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Williamson double teamed. Morant passes to Boss. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And USA leads by 17.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Now, here's Hunter. From about 16, they get the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Barrett kicks to Hachimura. It's rebounded by Boss. Here's Morant. So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time